Buongiorno e benvenuti a questo che è un appuntamento ormai tradizionale per arrivare al 3070 DocFest. Incontriamo i registi che sono stati selezionati. Oggi con noi abbiamo Jannes Callens. Faremo l'intervista in inglese e potremmo ovviamente incontrarlo anche durante il festival. So, welcome, Jean. How are you?
I'm very good, and you?
So I'm very happy to be able to meet you right the day before you're going to come here in Vittorio Veneto. We are really excited to meet you and to talk with you. This is just a brief interview. So we're going to present your film, and so also all the people can come to watch the film in the cinema in the next days. So, of course, as every time, we would like to know, how did it come, this film, and why you did it?
Yeah, it actually is my graduation film from the Royal Theatre of Cinema and Sound in Brussels. I always start my projects with the same kind of obsession I have, which is the sublime, a philosophical notion where you are confronted with a natural object that is too great for imagination, actually, and which makes you reflect on what our position as a human is in the natural environment. And my promoter said, if you want to do that, just go to Transylvania. It's a great area. So I did that. It was during COVID. I went for 2 weeks there with the fixer. We saw a lot of places. We traveled through whole Transylvania, but because of COVID, I didn't see a lot of people. And I came back to Belgium and I thought, I've seen that many places that are interesting, but don't really know what to do with it. But I was already convinced that I wanted to make a film there because of those interesting places that triggered me. And then I remembered I had already worked with a Belgian-Romanian actor, Stefan Gotta, which actually is now the main character of the film. And I talked to him. I said, I want to make a film in Romania. It's about the sublime and questioning our position as a human in the world and in nature. And I need farmers or shepherds because I want people that are really grounded in their natural environment. And we had very long conversations about it. He searched for shepherds over there. And we got a pinpoint from our fixer in Romania and he said, there are 2 shepherds over there. They're 17 and 18 years old. They were going to be perfect. And we just left for Romania. We filmed 10 days over there. At first, the shepherd was missing, so we had to look for him in his house. He didn't want to participate, but the day after he was just back and wanted to do the film. And so it was a lot of stress, but that was the starting point. And the interactions between those self-assured shepherds at that age, not questioning their life, just doing what they do. And the contrast with Stefan, that goes back to his home country and kind of reflects on his own life choices, was like the motor of the film.
Yeah, it's really, I think it's really amazing that also the process that didn't come before the story or before, the story and the people, but before the environment. This is really the nature. And also all the questioning during the film, it's really important and deep. How, everybody or most of the people would think that they are looking for something outside, looking for something else, and to go out to discover and to have this really strong feeling of people that they are really well-being in their own place, with their own community, with their own family, that it was really strong. And this my soul is here, the shepherd is saying in some moments, and it's something really huge for a person of that age that usually needs to go out. So how was this meeting with these young people, but also how you interact with them, since you were not speaking their language, and also the role of the main character, that is not only the main character, but is starting of course, being something else, also the link between two cultures, and also the place and everything. So how also stressful was this?
Yeah. I mean, the film is also about different frames of reference, and I think people underestimate how much the environment you're living in determines how you think and what choices you make. And the film is also about that. And of course, we came there. The first meeting with the shepherds was in the morning. There were a lot of barking dogs before we met the shepherds themselves. But I couldn't speak to them because I don't speak any word of Romanian. And before, Stefan was supposed to be an actor. There was a whole line in the film that he was an actor uh, going into interaction with these shepherds. But it made that great of an impression on Stefan, what those shepherds did and what they say, that he lost the line of the actor. He was just Stefan. So it was a very weird combination of a main character and sort of an actor, a translator, co-writer, because I didn't know what I was filming, because my sound guy, my DOP, and me as well, we don't speak Romanian, so we just hear words, we don't understand them, we don't know what we are filming. And Stefan was not always telling us what he said or what others said. So we were a kind of a satellite swarming around this group of characters. And every evening we got together and we discussed, what did we film today? What can we film tomorrow? Can we direct it? Can we not direct it? Should we let it go or not? It was really important to talk that through with Stefan, because he was a kind of guide for all of us. And it was really stressful indeed, because it was only when I got back to Belgium and we translated the whole film that I knew that I actually had, which was kind of surprising also. Also for Stefan, because he was just in the moment the whole time. It was really an existential quest for him.
So did you discover something else after the shooting, since he was not really translating everything? So someone else helped you after, while you had all the shooting, checking what they were really saying, that maybe there was lost some pieces somewhere, or...
Yeah, I translated the whole film with Stefan because he knew the footage, and also it's the only Romanian I know that can translate for me as well. Yeah, there were a lot of stories that I did not really know about. Some did not even end up in the film. But the background of those characters is sometimes harder than you think. But I'm going to be discreet in what I tell about it. But there were several scenes, especially the scene where Stefan talks about how he experienced school and confronts it with the school of life, as you may call it, with Narcis, was a scene that I really needed in the film. But I did not know if I had that, so that was really a big surprise for me. And also the scene where they just talk to each other about life choices. Narcis and Stefan was, I think it's the most revealing scene in the film. And I knew it was important when I filmed it, because Stefan kind of winked at me before he went and sat down with him. So I knew it was a very important scene, and the stress was really high when we filmed it, but it was only when we got back I really understood what they said and was really glad with it.
Really great. And also I saw there are several moments that also, let's say, art is entering in the film. So with the graffiti and with the tattoos, and I think it's also linked with the casuality of the relationship that was created with the, of course, with the, let's say, actors of the films, and with the cutters, and also with the environment itself. That what I understood is really the turning point, the most important thing. That also is, it's really, yeah, everything in this film.
Yeah, it was really important for us to incorporate the way of thinking of Stefan. Stefan is just, he is an artist, so he does the graffiti thing, the tattoos, he makes theater. Also, we have kind of scenes where he imitates animals, because that was actually the starting point of his career. So we really wanted to incorporate his character as a kind of perspective to structure everything that happened in the film. Sorry, my coffee machine is making noise. And also we shot several scenes on film, on 8mm pellicule, because we wanted to make a distinction between the more observational scenes and how Stefan structured that experience that he had with the shepherds. If I would have the choice, or the money, I would film everything on film. I think it's just another level of an image. It's way deeper. It lives differently. I really don't like the digital look, but yeah, we have. I didn't have enough money to shoot everything on film, and also we were with a very weird setup with a small camera on a Ronin S, which was not always working with us. But we needed to find a way to film when we were moving, and also turn everywhere we want and keep on shooting, because I told the cameraman that nature and the environment, the animals, the trees are at the same level as the characters. So nature was really important. If I told them, if you want to go away from a conversation to a tree, you feel like it, just do it. So we had, that was what I discussed with the cameraman, and he did it really good.
Yes, you can feel it. You can feel it, and I'm yes, I'm really happy that also our audience can watch this film on Friday night at 9 p.m. But also the schools, because you're going to meet also a school on Saturday morning, and so you can talk also with them. But talking about the 8mm, or of course. The next project, so maybe on the next one you can use also the pellicule.
I hope so, but finding money for that kind of project is really difficult. I actually wrote the last year a research project about the sublime, and how the sublime feeling is a kind of answer to how we look at nature and how we look at the ecological catastrophe that is coming right at us. And I think there is need for a kind of humble attitude towards our natural environment, because it's gonna come and haunt us if we don't take care. So I want to research if the sublime and the aesthetics attached to the sublime is an answer to representational difficulties that we have to map that problem. Because we can say, and scientists say, we have a problem because there is 500 ppm CO2 in the air, but people don't understand it. So I think art has the task to tackle that representational difficulty, to really find ways to represent the problem of climate change and the ecological catastrophe.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you to be with us with this interview. And I'm gonna switch to Italian to remember to our audience, of course, the screenings. Quindi io vi ricordo che potete incontrare Jannes venerdì sera alle 9 al Multisala Verdi di Vittorio Veneto, e per le scuole il sabato mattina. Lui rimarrà con noi tutto il fine settimana, quindi mi raccomando, vi ricordo di venire al cinema dal 20 al 23 ottobre e di continuare ovviamente a seguire tutte le nostre attività. Grazie infinite. Thank you very much, Jan, and we're gonna meet really soon here in Vittorio Veneto. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you.